friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to my messy desk. I have another edition of Art and Notes for you this morning. It is the weekend. I am not in quite as much of a rush, but I'm going to work it the same way. I'm just going to pull stuff and get it done without too much thinking to it. I am working on Margarete Miller's prompts, and she has a planner that she sells, and every week there is a list of prompts. Now, I don't have the planner, and I got this idea from Elizabeth over at Never Hopeless by Elizabeth, so I'll link both of them below. If you go to Margarete's channel and her webpage, she has the links. She has the prompts there, so every week she posts them. She also has all the prompts from last year. And if you want to go to her Etsy store, she has them for a very reasonable price. You can print them up, like already printed on a nice little pretty thing. So there's lots of ways to participate. So I just wrote them down, and I have not pulled my things for this week. So this week we have, I wrote them down on this little piece of paper. Let's see, I've already pulled a couple things. So week number 4, numbers, graph or lined paper, an art scrap, a book page or a portion of a book page, an old sticky note, and then the bonus item is an instruction. Now, the only thing I'm aware of as kind of like how to follow this is that the bonus item can either be added to the list or replace an item on the list. If you don't have one of these or you don't want to use one of these, you can do that, or you can add it. So, my only question last week was, can 2 of these things be combined? Okay. And I'll give you another example of that this week, because last week I had something that was like both, but I went ahead and found an alternate item. So I had all of them. So let's get started, shall we? So numbers, I don't know what I want to do with numbers. I do have plenty though to choose from. So I think I'll add that last. I don't know. I have stickers, I have tape, I have, I haven't quite decided what I want to do with that. Graph or lined paper. I did find 2 pieces. I have this really fun graph paper. It's a big size. It came from an old notebook from my aunt when she was in college in the 60s. And so I use it sparingly, but it is pretty cool. So if I don't use it for this, I'll obviously use it for something else. And then I did have this piece of notebook paper from a journal that I took apart, and it does obviously have the lines on it, and I just it's really pretty. So if I need some color, I might choose this as opposed to the graph paper, because I don't know if I want to work with inks or watercolors. I don't know. I'm trying not to take too much time on these pages. I'm not too sure that was the intent of these prompts from Marguerite, but I'm trying to do them kind of quickly and not spend an afternoon on them type thing. So I have been trying to do them, or not trying, but I have been finding time to do them in the morning, maybe prior to work even. So I've been enjoying my breakfast and my coffee while I've been doing this, and I've just been bringing you guys along. So if you're new here, that's what's going on. Welcome. I'm really glad you're here. If this is not your type of video and you don't want to see me eat my oatmeal on camera, please just pass this video. There are other videos to watch, but this is what I'm doing this morning, and I totally understand it. So let's see. So where were we? Graph or lined paper, an art scrap. I don't really know. I mean, gosh, you guys, anything could be that, right? Any piece. I know I watched Elizabeth. She dug something out of the trash that quite frankly, she shouldn't have been in the trash, Elizabeth. And she was saying that. She's like, I probably should have sent this in Happy Mail. So I have a few ideas for this. I do have, off to my left in my drawers, I do have a Happy Mail bucket, and I put a lot of stuff in here. So I might find something in here that's a piece of art that someone has done. For an example, this beautiful clock stamp on some paper. I don't remember who sent this to me. A lot of it I dump in here, and then I rifle through it. So that could be an example. Gosh, let's see what else. There could be lots of yumminess in here. So we might go through here and see if there is an art scrap. There's definitely some other things I probably need to go through here and there's an art scrap. But my other idea was, yeah, see, I have, look how cute that is. Oh, that's not really an art scrap though, I get. So we might look for a little bit like this. And on my other videos I've done, I just kind of had pulled the items very, very quickly beforehand. And so this one, I'm just taking you along a little bit for the process of it so you can see it actually does take a little bit more time, or can take, it doesn't have to. I'm just going through here to see. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so one of the things is a sticky note. I might pull that as a sticky note. That was a little sticky note in this Happy Mail. I already pulled, and you know, for numbers, okay, so like this is an example. This could be my numbers. So it just all depends on what, that's kind of fun. Actually, I'm really liking that. And I'm thinking it's like a little bit harder to use than just stickers with numbers on it. So maybe that will push me a little bit. So that's the fun part about this process, right? You're going to maybe, or at least I am trying to use a couple things that maybe I wouldn't normally use together, or look at that. Okay, that's fun. This is all a Happy Mail a long time ago from Sweet Jane. I am wondering if I'm going to pull something from here and not my book that I had the idea to pull from. I can tell you that right now because I'm liking this more. This is an amazing book Christy made me a long time ago. But you guys can see I hoard it and I don't use it. And so this is pushing me to... See, I don't know if this is an art scrap. Like, I don't want to take this apart necessarily. But see, here's another example. Like, this is hand-dyed paper, composition paper or whatnot, that's blue. So I could use that. But I think I'm good. In fact, I'm going to pull this and put it in my other thing because that's where I keep my other lined colored paper. Gosh, you guys, what do you think? What do you think? I'm just going through these Happy Mails really quickly. I'll show you what my original idea was, but I've decided I don't want to do that. I guess I don't know what an art scrap is. I guess that's where I'm like hesitating a little bit. Like that I actually feel like is a scrap. It was a bigger piece. It was cut down. This is the corner of it. This, I don't know if it's a scrap because that's like the actual piece and it's like really cool. So I don't know. But again, it's all up to your interpretation, right? Oh, that's a little quote from the magazine. Oh, I have lots of goodies in here. Let's see. Well, this is like not very exciting for you guys, but you can see the yumminess in my Happy Meal bucket. But I am excited about the other piece I pulled, so we'll get to that in just a minute. Oh, these were those really fun cut-apart fruits I just got, I think, from Holly last month. Oh, these little, I'm going to pull these because that would be better off in like my stickers over here. So I know, like I wouldn't maybe go in here to look for those, let's say. Yeah. We'll pull those. Like, is that an art scrap? That's kind of fun. But again, I don't really feel like it's art. I mean, like, I get it's art. Okay, this is fun. Oh my gosh, but I do not want to cut this up. See, that's why it sits in my drawer. This was, shoot. Okay, I'm going to pull it just to have it, but I'm already feeling resistant to cutting it up. I know that's my issue. I think I'm going to do a decoupage, like a board with all these fun napkins that I've collected through Happy Mail because they're so much fun. It's time to kind of use them up. Okay, I'm gonna choose from what I have. Okay, we're gonna put this back in its drawer here. Now, my other idea for an art scrap was I have this book. I bought it at the thrift store. Okay, hold on. Oatmeal. Oh, today's oatmeal, because someone will ask, is, wow, it's not, I need to stir it a little bit. It's vanilla protein today and fresh berries. So, yeah, because I always get a question with almond milk. Okay, so I have this book that I bought at the thrift store for like, I don't even know, $2 a long time ago. And it's a big book of art. And so I thought I would cut a scrap out of this for an art scrap, right? Because, which I'm kind of drawn to, honestly. Oh, so, I mean, I thought that would be my, yeah. I do kind of like this. Okay. See, I am kind of feeling like now I want to go back to this. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Okay. So that's this book. And then the last thing, so art scrap and then a book page or a portion. I automatically thought about this book, which I bought at the Dollar Tree, and I have showed you guys. And I can't believe I bought it. And I know now not to ever pass up books and buy 2 or 3, because I've actually seen this at another bookstore, like a little trendy bookstore, and it was like whatever amount of money. I was like, are you kidding? But I bought it simply for the art in it. I did not read it before I pulled it. I literally grabbed it. I was like, oh my gosh, it has amazing. And I like the text in it, right? So I pulled this for a book page because I think it's different than maybe other book pages, and it offered some color. But this also has art, so that could be like an art scrap. So that's where I get a little, like, this could be a book page because it came from a book and it's a page, right? You see what I'm saying, where I get a little stuck? So we're just going to have to make some decisions is what we have to do, because you could get stuck in this process all day, and that's not what my intention was with kind of these prompts. These prompts are allowing me to just kind of start my day with some creativity, jump into it. Oh, and then, okay, so the other thing we're dealing with, which I showed you last week, is I'm doing these prompts in, sorry, I have a pile of stuff to work on today. I'll put those up here. I'm doing my work in this junk journal that I made, and obviously some of these pages would, like, I pulled this page from this book, which is the situation we ran into last week. So this would count as one of the prompts. So I don't even have to cover this. If I choose to use this page, here's graph or lined paper. We don't have to add another page to it. So that being said, I think I will make that decision. I think, like, there's an art scrap. Okay. There's the other piece of that other. Okay. We're making decisions. This book, oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? You guys, I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. Okay, we're not going to use this for an art scrap because I have others. Putting that away. Okay, so then if I choose, I'm going to choose a page in this book. These dang birds, huh? Okay. Oh gosh, this page I hate. Should we cover up that page? Ugh! I'm so sad that I did this. I mean, this is a book page that's already painted on. This is a book page. I mean, they're all book pages, right? So is that cheating if I use a page that's already... Okay. going to use the background of one of these as my book page. Okay, which means I'm not going to cut out another page. Done. Now, the last prompt. Oh, and this is something I pulled for a piece of art, but it's like an ornament that but I'm going to put it back in Christmas. I was going to take the wings and like see if I made an angel or something. Okay, so the last thing, is an old sticky note. Now, so I just pulled this one, which is very sweet, which was a happy note from Sharon. So I might use this one, or I have this one. Now, this one's interesting because it has numbers on it. And so numbers is one of the prompts, obviously. So that was my question. This is my double use item, if you will. Like, it has numbers on it. And I also have this for numbers, which I used part of this in last week's. So you guys, I got too much stuff, and this is where I get stuck in the process. So, but the bonus thing is instructions, and I am going to pull something from a recipe book that I have, because these are instructions, right? Like how you cook it are instructions. So I'm going to cut this out and use it as the instructions. So the problem with this week I'm finding for me is I don't have like a focal point. So as an example, last week we did this one. This is obviously a focal point. The first week was this one. This was a focal point. So I think I'm struggling. Is that the funniest image? I know she's not giving the finger, but I feel like she's giving the finger, and I had to pull it. I think she was holding something. Not too sure. Okay. So, all right, we're going to pull a page. And I just tend to go to the plainer pages. Don't look at this. Oh. Do you ever hate a page you do? I'm so sad I used all those. And I mean, I made it for Earth Day, but bleh. Let's see. You guys, this takes me the longest. Okay, we're going to just have to choose something. I don't know why these are in here. I keep wanting to use them, and I'm obviously not. So we'll put them in my art journal bucket over there. I mean, so look at this. This is, okay, this is a book page and it has directions on it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how to interpret the rules. I mean, yes. I know. There's no rules. I get it. However, okay, you guys, I'm going with another blank page in my book. So, okay, we're going to use the yellow. This is going to be my book page. So, or a portion of. So we're going to cross that off. Whoa! Throwing stuff at myself. Book page. We're going to use the page that I already used to make this journal. Okay. That decision is done. Numbers. I don't know if I want to use these. I mean, that would certainly give me like a focal point, right? But I don't know if that's like, I feel like I almost want to use this, that this is like too bold for the focal point. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's going to be my numbers. Okay. And then my graph or lined paper. Now that's interesting because I thought I was super drawn to this, which is really pretty. I like a bunch of things about this. I took the coil out, so this is intact. I like it when it's ripped also, but I do like it when it has that. So sometimes like I like to save that because obviously it gives you that. I don't like the purple and the green. So obviously when you're pulling this green, it takes away from this green if I'm using that, right? So maybe the colored paper is not what I'm going to go to this week, and maybe we are going to use, I do like that more. All right, so, and I already know this is going to drive some of you crazy, so just take a breath. I'm going to put this sideways like this. Isn't that interesting? It's only one-sided. I think that's interesting. I don't think we normally see it that way. Now, I don't know. I want this because and I'm not too sure. Well, I already started it now, huh? I feel like that's a little straight. So what are my options? I have this ruler that's like for drawing, but I don't think it will cut my paper. I do have this one though, and I think that will cut my paper. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with this for a second. I'm going to mess with this one for a second. Just to see if it will. Some papers work better. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay. The problem is I don't have a lot of room to work with because I already took off some, right? Now, I mean, that's usable, but it's not going to be usable for me. Okay, so I like the ripped and the ripped. I want this as the straight edge, so we'll do the same thing here. Yes, you could just rip it. Yes, absolutely. You don't need a ruler to rip it. Okay, I like that. Because right here, I will write the date. The subject is the planner. I'll probably write week 4 or something like that. So that is a decision that has been made. We will glue that down. So once you start making some decisions, well, at least for me, once I make one decision, it kind of helps make the other decisions, right? Like the color of the paper and whatnot. Helps me decide if I'm going to use, you know, this paper or not. So, okay. So we have that. I'm going to put the, I'm going to put this away back in my Happy Mail. And I do think now I don't have to use this whole sheet, obviously. I guess I could cut it. I'm going to layer it. I don't know yet. Okay. Graph or lined paper we have. I guess I should cross them off as I use them, not as I find them, right? Jeez Louise, Allison. Okay, and we've used a book page. And numbers. Are we going to use these numbers? Is that what we decided, or did I find... I do have the tape. I'm not going to use these. Okay, so I do kind of like that. All right, and then an art scrap, we have to decide. I have this. I have this one. Okay. Yeah, so I'm drawn to that. I'm just going to do it. So again, I'm not adding like, so this whole ripped thing I just cut is not really going to get used. And some of these pages, obviously, we're going to like more than others, right? Some of them we're going to be like, oh, that really spoke to me. I did like the girl I did. Okay, so numbers are down. This is going to be my art scrap. We just have to decide what portion, and you know it's going to be this portion because it has my favorite stamp on it. So, or punch, like, come on now. We're going to... I don't know, like this, I don't know why the boy thing is on there. I was obviously making something, but I think I'm going to cut it right there on that fold. So we get, yeah. So we'll go back to that. We'll glue that on, but just in a minute. So these art scraps I'm not going to use. Put those away. And then it's the issue of the sticky note. And I don't know. I like these in the, it was so sweet. I didn't add it to my daily page that day, and I don't know why. Maybe I wasn't doing that at the time. So it's in the envelope with the little pieces that are left. And so, I mean, I could add that as the sticky note just to do another layer. Sure. Done. And then my other thing is, I don't know, I mean, again, there's no rules. I'm putting this back in my Happy Mail to go with her envelope. Okay. I'm not too sure, like, I might want to add like another image on top, right? Like a bolder, whatever, image. So I don't know how that works. Excuse me as I sip my coffee. Okay, so we used old sticky note. We used an art scrap. We used numbers. So numbers, graph paper, art scrap, book page, old sticky note. Those are done. The bonus item is the instruction, and I am going to pull something from my cookbook. Now, I might tie something in, like this isn't glued down. It's kind of, this is just kind of paper pieced together right now. I mean, obviously I haven't done anything. So the instructions, you know, this is a beautiful art book, quite frankly. This is a cookbook. It's the Among Friends collection. It's just a matter of time. I have two. And so I saw this one. I already had one. I have, I think the whole set, maybe not, but whatever. And I saw this one, and so I bought it for like $1 because I love the artwork. And some of them I've made into like pockets and stuff, and they're super fun. So this one I bought for the intention of cutting up. And, you know, I could like cut out an image, I guess is like, I'm trying to, I don't even know if I have you guys. I do. Okay. We're not too bad. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. Main dishes. I wish they had a recipe for oatmeal, huh? That would be funny. I don't think they do. Because, like, that's not really a recipe. We'll look. Just oatmeal bread and oatmeal cookies. 24 and 131. 24. I've never made them. 24. Oh my gosh. I've made this. 24. And what'd I say? 130. You guys. Brain fade. Okay, 131. I just pull different recipes from different things. Like I have a different recipe book that I, you know, and so I never use this one. That's funny. This is not speaking to me, but see, that's the same thing. Look, you could use those numbers and this direction as instruction. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, you guys. I don't want to use this page. Okay, think, Allison, think. Hot cocoa. I don't want, chocolate chip cheesecake. All right, I'm going to do it, you guys. It makes my heart sad. I mean, it's not my cookbook. I just literally don't want to cut up that piece of paper. It's so pretty. I can't. You guys must think I'm nuts. I have like 4 recipe books over here too, but this one's like so artsy that I can't do it. It makes my heart sad to cut up that pumpkin page. Okay. We're just going to use one that okay, done. Now we have to figure out how to use it. Okay. Wow, that was painful. I'm really sorry. I mean, this is kind of fun because it's like in a circle. But this is just like square. I'm just going to do the square. This page is very square. And I'm literally going to cut out the directions. I was going to use a map and use the key off the map like for directions, but it didn't really, I don't think it really counts. So there's that. That's not straight. So don't measure it. How about that? I don't know, you guys. This page is hard for me right now. Did I glue down the sticky note? I did. Yeah, this is harder than it sounds some days. I'm not gonna lie. This one's not loving me back. That's what I know. Well, I mean, there's nothing to say that we have to have all the directions either. Oh my gosh, you guys. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut this down. I don't know why it says boy on here. I'm still like trying to figure out what I was making with this. I'm trying to layer these so like different corners like don't align, because if I try, like, it bothers me. So I'm trying to get them all different so it looks intentional. If that makes sense. I'm going to layer it just like that because, yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll do this one first. We'll do this one here. And then we'll do this one. Okay. Now, technically, that page is done. And I ended up covering this up, which I'm not super happy about. Let's see. Oh, do I want that covered up? I guess I'll just do date. My intention was to use that strip, as I said, but do I want to just cut it like that? That takes away some of the yellow. I don't know. I don't know. And then we'll make this one shorter. Okay, so we'll do that now. Okay, so technically this page is done. Like, the prompts are complete. I will tell you, I'm not in love with it. I like the color. I mean, I feel like it's a little tied in together, some yellows and greens, and like, I feel like okay with that. I do feel like I will probably go back and add like a center image or a quote of some sort, or something, because I just feel like this is a background. Maybe those prompts provided me the background for my page, if that makes sense. So I'm going to leave it with this for now, and then choose how I want to finish it, if that's a thing, right? So like, just as an example, I'm just looking like literally what I have on my desk, but like I have other things, like I could, you know, cut out a quote or something and put it on the top, or you know, an image. And so I think maybe I will do that. I was copying some art this morning. I don't even want to show you because I was truly copying it, but like to practice, but I could put like an image on top. So I'm going to leave it there today. And that was much longer than like my normal art notes in the morning, so to speak, but that's kind of how it goes. But it feels good to get my brain working. I love searching for the items. That's kind of the fun part, if you will. I saw the prompt list and I was like, oh, I know I have fun graph paper and lined paper. And I knew I wanted to use a page from that book, which is where this yellow page came from, that Dollar Tree book, because I think like as book page. So, you know, that was fun. I had to find an old sticky note, literally, that I had to go digging for. But so the looking for the prompts is fun, and it gets your brain working. So you guys, please go check it out. If you guys, you know, like prompts, if you want a little, you know, push, if you will, not in a bad way, but like incentive to kind of go outside of your comfort zone, maybe. And you can interpret the prompts any way you want. If you look up the tag, if you go to her site, some of them are very artistic and beautiful, which this is not, but this is just what I do for fun. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for sharing my oatmeal and my coffee. I'm going to finish my oatmeal and coffee and finish this page, and I'll post it on my Instagram so you guys can see the finished page. All right. Have a great day, you guys. I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye.